which I'm very supportive of.
We tried our hand at a teen movie.
Yep. Kind of works. You know, except that Unatra's not a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
And we closed up with you guys examining what had been uncovered there. So, Chris, to catch you up, essentially what had happened is they were expecting a sort of campground site, and they uncovered a stained glass window and the top of a stone structure. And so the entire dig is kind of in disarray, trying to figure out like how to replan the dig now, because everything that they had thought they were going to find, they didn't. And so they have to change all of their archaeological strategy.
How did we? What lie did we tell to get in to the site?
Does anyone remember?
Why did we fail to get into the site?
No, what lie did you tell?
I believe.
Oh, the lie that we told was that Unatra was our daughter, and that she was studying at Pig Blemishes, and she was there, and she was supposed to meet some specialist to like help her with her research paper.
Okay.
And they ended up giving us a like a young just out of high school orc to like guide us around, and we tried to make them fall in love because why not?
With Unatra?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he had an orc boner for her.
Yes.
For her fleshy pink human body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She has been shipping us. I have not.
Is this a teen movie because Unatra wears glasses and has her hair up, but like when she takes them off, she's surprisingly beautiful?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The exact scene that you were referencing made an appearance in the chat.
Oh, I didn't even see this.
Anyway, you were with Professor Bella. Standing at the... you're in the dig site. You're all wearing little paper booties so as not to leave footprints behind. And you are looking at a stained glass window.
What does the stained glass window depict?
Well, you can't see the
anything?
whole thing. You can just see the top part of it. And the top part of it is mostly blues. So you think it's like a sky, and you think there will be more underneath it. But they haven't fully excavated it yet.
I can recall that I think Douchey was going to do something to me. And we were just going to go through.
Oh, there was. I have an inclination metagame, but not really that something that works for Douchey's character. Is because of where the stained glass is at the bottom of the dirt, and Alan Verk was looking through the window into the darkness with his dark vision. Like if I just like kicked him really hard, like in his foot, to make him slide forward, to like break the stained glass window with his head, so that it's like, oh no, we broke the stained glass window. I guess we got to go inside. Like I don't know.
Seems plausible.
Because I think basically that seems to be our goal here, is that we need to get inside the structure in order to learn more about the crap that's going on.
I don't think my character would support it, but I also think if your character thinks this is a good idea, they should just do it.
No, I think
That's the problem.
it's an interesting idea as Paul Bianchi, but Dushi would not do that.
Right, Alan Burke was
How
planning to get down and try and look through the window and see if he can see anything on the inside.
are we doing that now? Like
We're in the
Well,
dig
I'm
site.
sort of
I'm
we're at the dig
Paused.
site.
I'm looking at it. I'm like put my face right up against a stained glass uncovering of a huge structure that is brand new. No one knows what's in it, and I'm like looking right into it. And I'm just like looking behind me a little bit, and I look right into the stained glass, even darker. And I can tell. Francis said that it's very deep, basically. Like my dark vision can't see the other end, can't see a wall or anything. So there's just a lot to it. And so,
And this structure, so there's a stained glass window that is part of a very, very large structure. Like this is a very big.
recently unearthed.
Okay, and we can't see. Can we see any other details of the structure, like that there's an entrance or other windows?
Nope. This is it.
they basically excavated like a 5-foot wide, 20-foot deep section of wall and ceiling and roof. So you can see like the slope of the roof goes away from you, and you can see the corner, and then right in front of you it sort of drops down. That corner is at about eye level for Alan Burke.
Mm-hmm.
And then the window starts at about waist level for Alan Burke. Yeah, so he basically has to be completely prone in the dirt to look through this window.
If we want to break the window, I can do that.
Right here in the middle of the day in front of everybody.
Yeah, I don't see why this is a good plan, but I am capable of. Oh wait, can I do this?
Think about
Can you
it.
do what?
Well, I have unseen servant, so I was gonna say I could have him break the window, but I'm not sure that he can do that.
I think that would be kind of like an attack roll, and I'm pretty sure Unseen Servant specifically says
Yeah,
that it
that's
can
what
attack.
that's what I just read. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Because there's a lot of other scientists or archaeologists or whatever around, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's too bad Harry Potter's not with us and there's not a snake on the other side, because then that glass would just like disappear. That's a very specific reference that I just suddenly remembered.
Yeah, that's from like the first movie.
2.
Yeah.
Right.
Going all the way back to the late 90s.
I want to ask. I mean, we're next to Professor Bella, and I want to ask how quick has this dig been going? Like, how long has it taken to uncover this much?
She looks around. She's like, "Well, so from the edge of the dig to here, that's give or take 6 weeks of work, because we didn't find anything really radical or anything like that. But when we first uncovered this stone structure, that was about 4 weeks in, and so about half the dig was diverted to sort of helping carefully uncover this. And then, now that we've got this glass open, I mean, we're going at a rate of inches per day, because we're so afraid of breaking this glass.
Well, I just say, I think I'm looking at something real radical right now, and I just like give her like snap 2-point fingers at her. You and your team doing a great job here.
Roll diplomacy, I guess. I'm trying to figure out what her reaction is.
19. Coming in
Nice.
hot.
Wow.
So she like she takes that as like a very genuine compliment and sort of swells up with pride and is like, yeah, I mean, we're working really hard.
What did we say that Unatra's research project was?
The most vague thing ever. And we scolded her for not having any good ideas. in front of everyone.
Yeah, there was a scene where Alan Verk just like ripped into Unatra until the like poor administrator got flustered and was like, I'll break the rules.
Yep. It worked.
Does Unatra look super young? Like we
Nope.
keep passing her off as our daughter everywhere we go.
I mean, am I younger than all
My,
of you?
my three dads.
Technically, yes.
I think technically I'm still younger than all.
Humans age the fastest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might be younger, but you're all kind of well. Durkin is middle aged.
Yeah, I actually don't have my age written down. I think I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
I always
And Alan
imagine.
Verk, I remember being
Yeah.
young for a dwarf,
Yeah.
but like
Like actually.
dwarves age pretty slow.
Yeah.
And B, dwarves are all but born with like full beards.
All right. Durkin.
Unatra's like movie teenager, though. She's
Right.
like,
Yeah. That's what we're doing.
I'm a character at like 26 or something.
Yeah,
Perfect.
exactly.
Perfect
You're like
movie.
movie teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
That is literally how old Kristen Bell was when they started filming Veronica Mars.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. So,
Um,
not that that's giving anybody any confusing feelings on underage people.
plus people can enroll in college at any year. So
That's fair too. That's fair too. Maybe you took a gap year and backpacked through Europe, or this
just
planet's
took forever
equivalent.
to get through high school.
6 gap years. Yeah.
That seems like so much focus and determination that my character would not have now.
All right. Durkin is just going to kind of hopefully not drawing too much attention, just kind of wander around the area of the dig site that we're in, just try to inspect, like, I don't know, if he notices anything, particularly some way that you could get into the structure.
Do you want to roll a search check? And do you want to take a penalty for trying to be surreptitious? Is that what you're trying to say?
I told you what I'm trying to do. You will have to tell me how that translates into a roll.
All right.
Ooh.
Sounds like a surreptitious search to me.
Okay. Blah. Jesus Christ. All right. Oh, okay, that fell off the table. Total of 14 on the die. 14 after my modifier. I don't know what other penalty you're getting.
Yeah, I do the penalty in my head, no problem. Or rather, generally, when you have penalties, I add it to the DC of the check. So you don't find anything like the amount of this structure that is uncovered is like a 5-ish feet wide and only like 8 feet tall. Like it is not that much structure that has been uncovered. And so like you notice that there's like a little gutter system at the corner. presumably to deal with rain or snow melting. And it's a fairly sharp roof, so you think it's possible that like if the roof collapsed, you could just dig further up. But if the roof collapsed, right, it's clearly a stone roof. You weren't here last time when they realized, or when they told them that they think that the way this might have been buried was a volcanic eruption. So I think this might have just been like straight buried in ash all at once.
Well, metagame, this thing doesn't feel like a red herring to me, but I don't know what we're going to do.
Why don't you just kick me? Kick me right through the stained glass window. Jesus, we've been like I've been standing.
I feel like we made a point of talking about how weak the security is here. It doesn't feel like you have to do anything right this minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we need to just be kind to Professor Bella and then have her, show us the way.
Or we could just wait till night and then like break the window if you guys wanted.
The window's gonna be broken.
Yeah.
This is a priceless ancient artifact.
Sure is.
I sort of like metagame. I'm also like I feel like I'm on the lookout for someone else at the dig site who is a disgruntled scamp who we might be able to, I don't know, talk into doing this for us. But it's always better for someone else to take the heat.
Yep.
If I've learned anything from politics.
Is it what your character is learning? Is this what your character is learning by our time together?
Yeah.
Anyway,
So Douchey's suggestion is let's screw over
so if you want to run it like a gather information to try and figure out if you can find a scapegoat, that'd be chill.
Yeah.
What's your alignment?
This is like the last thing Douchey would ever do. He's
No,
so
but
friendly
that's
to
what I
everyone
think
he
is
ever
metagame.
meets.
Chaotic funny.
Chaotic funny.
All right.
I don't feel like we need a scapegoat. Like we could probably sneak in here and do some shit.
Okay.
But
I just
I don't
feel
know
like
what
in order
we're
to get
planning to
inside
do.
the structure. In order to get inside the structure, we will have to damage something. So,
Yeah.
What time of day is it right now?
It's like mid-afternoon. You had a very late lunch, recall?
Right.
Um,
Wait it out and come back. There's no reason to stick here.
did anyone do like a sense magic check on the structure?
no.
No.
I mean, I can do that.
I figured we could still do that at night too, though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just leave because Unatra wants to go and hang out with Uzul.
Yeah, I'm decidedly not doing that, but I appreciate the consideration.
Right, so Alenberg just be like, I can't see anything. All right, that was fun.
Cool. So you head back with the professor. She guides you back up the ladder at the edge of the hole.
And this is the entire dig site, like this excavation here by this structure. There's no other.
No, they found it fairly early on in the dig.
Okay.
Um,
I'm so frustrated. I don't know what we're gonna do.
So anyway, she escorts you back up. She takes your little booties from you so she can throw them away for you. And she says, "Hey, if you have any other questions, here's my card." She hands her card to Unatra. I was like, "Feel free to come and ask me anything you need."
Thank you. Thank you very much. I pocket the card.
Yeah, that's in your inventory now. Make sure to write it down.
Actually, that's
Yes, random scrap of paper.
Do we know what period in history the structure is from, or any information about it?
Nope.
Hey,
I guess
You know that no part of recorded history records any, like, I think they mentioned that, like, they didn't expect anything like this because no civilization capable of building this has been recorded in the area before. So,
just out of curiosity, Professor, how old do you think that thing is?
Amazing.
so the professor, as
this is also
rest
the
of-
first time she's heard you speak.
Yeah.
yeah, you've been otherwise mute for the first time in Durkin's entire life. So she
Startled
Sorry,
at
hold
hearing
on.
you talk.
I'm trying to figure out how she responds to that insane question. She's like, "Well, we don't know," and the rest of you may recall that she's actually like an expert in glass.
Yeah.
Like that's why she was brought in, with the idea that she would eventually try and like date this glass thing, the stained glass fixture.
Mhm.
And she's like, "Well, without getting the glass back to my lab to try and run, some kind of magical analysis on it, the actual glasswork itself seems pretty advanced, but the way in which they're joined together feels very rudimentary. So it's really hard to tell at this stage how old it would be. It could be anywhere from a few hundred years old to a few thousand years old at this point.
It sounds like that seems like the most important thing, Professor, for you to be able to date this glass, like, as rather than like, digging up the whole structure. Do you think we could convince the other? I don't know. Do you think there's any way to convince the other archaeologists to just like start digging only in front of the glass?
She's like, well, that's exactly what we're doing. We're trying to uncover the face of that glass so we can remove that window. But like the problem is that we don't know how long that window is. We're only making a few inches of ground a day because we have to be very careful when we're digging by the window to be sure that we don't accidentally put a tool through it or something and potentially destroy something that's very, very valuable.
Well,
give anything.
If you ever need an extra hand, don't hesitate to ask us for assistance in digging out this window. Also, that young man Uzal we met, he'd be really good at digging up a window too. He's like very brawny and clumsy and football player-ish looking, but he has a delicacy to him I would not have expected.
She like squints her eyes at you and is like, "Okay, I'll keep that in mind." And at this point, she's walked you to the edge of the dig site, and sort of goes to say, "Okay, goodbye. Thanks very much."
All right, thank you.
Yep.
I think so. Given our last session, I do think that we could use Uzal to break the glass for us, because he has shown himself to be not very interested in being here. He is a football player, and he's in love with. Well, he's at least has a hard-on for Unatra. We could, I don't know, if we told him that like the glass, like all Unatra wants to see is that glass, and she'd be really impressed if he like uncovered that, if he like joined the team and helped uncover that glass quicker for her so she could see it before she had to leave. I don't know, he might do that and be clumsy and break it for us. I mean, that's a lot of mites, but
She's
I
like,
can see it working out.
it's so dangerous. I just love it. I really want to make out in that dig site. We might get caught. It's so alluring.
I'm sorry. If you're trying to convince him, you guys will have to convince him without me. I'm not part of this plan. I'm not
Why?
actively against it. You know what?
Seduce someone.
Actively against
For
it.
once in your life, Derek, seduce someone.
No, I'm not.
Vinatra's not against the morality of the plan. She's against the part where she has to do work.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty accurate. That's
Okay. That's I really should start keeping your guys's. That is pretty chaotic neutral of her.
Mhm.
like you can do what you want, and I support it, but not really support. But just don't drag me into it. Well, this seems like it's dragging me into it, but I can just kind of not get involved.
Mm-hmm.
This will work out.
I wish I had this guy's self right now.
Oh my god!
I
I
don't.
don't know
Yeah,
if
dude.
itself can make you twice as tall.
Yeah, I think you can only do like a foot in height either way.
Yeah.
I think that's how it works.
Actually,
You could like do that and then ride on Alan Brooks' shoulders.
disguise is
Do neither of you have any like telekinesis?
no.
I mean, I have mage hand.
Yeah, spectral hand or something.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
not.
I have mage hand. I have unseen servant. There are ways for me to move things around without touching them. That I could totally do. I just don't know, like what.
Because it's low security. I just think it would be good if like, because like if that window breaks, it might even cause like a cave in of dirt into the building. Because like right now, I just don't think it's like the hole isn't even large enough for Douchey to get through. It would appear, but
I would say it's like almost exactly the size of his shoulders.
oh, okay,
Like it would be a squeeze.
yeah, a squeeze through broken glass. That sounds
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, suffer for fashion.
fun. Should we meet anyone else here at the dig site? Like, go back to the mess hall, the crafty table, and see if we meet anyone else of interest.
I don't think so. I think we can just wait at night. But
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, are we breaking the window at night? Is that what we're doing?
is there a way to break the window without implicating ourselves in the middle of broad daylight right now?
I just don't know that I agree with the break the window plan. But
Yeah.
How else
but
do we get in?
I don't know.
Yeah, they just our DM's been saying constantly is like they're doing inches per day. Like how many months do we hang out here until they uncover maybe
Which
a
like
door?
you can. We could go on that adventure if that's what you guys have decided.
Apparently we're just gonna stay around the dig site for months, even though we've mentioned that.
We could also like, I mean, we could wait until our adorable animal clothes is made. At least, I mean, that'll be there'll be at least more inches uncovered by then.
I feel like this is us going to a museum and asking the DM, tell us about the history of this place, and not going anywhere with it. It sounds like we want to do that again by just waiting for months until they uncover a door for us.
Well, that's why, like, I would love to find a scapegoat for us, so that someone else breaks the window. That's always. But yeah, I don't know if that's available. If you guys want to go in right away, then yeah, I don't think there's any other way except for breaking the window, or asking Uzal to show off his football skills in front of Unatra and play a game of catch with him and be like, "Whoops!"
I really don't understand why someone just didn't kick me through the window. I really don't understand.
it wouldn't have been douchey to do it if someone else.
Yeah. I don't feel like anybody
If
would have had
someone
the
else did it.
character
Christ.
to do it. Yeah.
All right.
It was like a choice.
Can we just fast forward to the part where Unatra has flirted with Uzul enough, and then we've thrown the football through the window,
What did I?
so that Derek is not tasked with role playing this and can breathe easy.
I mean,
We'll just have done it.
do it though. My character wouldn't do that either.
I don't know. Your character did dress as a prostitute while you were trying to escape the.
Yeah, but I didn't like try to interact or entice anyone. I don't care about like wearing shit.
She did not go full prostitute then.
That's fair.
No one claimed I did.
Well, douchey did.
This is getting very misogynistic very fast.
Yeah.
Oh, I just meant douchey went full prostitute.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
So you're all just kind of standing around at the edge of the camp.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
kind of, you know. Here we are in the tundra.
Yep.
All right.
I really would like to have, the medallion that goes on the headpiece of the Staff of Ra, or like, another secret tunnel that they haven't discovered yet. Or...
I mean, we can search. We haven't tried searching further past we could just search at night, I think. If the security's low enough, but it's
I'm probably gonna fall through the window by not being able to. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna fall right through the window, searching for something.
I think it's not out of character for Alan Ferk to be like, you guys, and just punch the window.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
And now we have to do it.
I'm kind of getting there at the moment because it's like I really. Yeah, I'm getting there because it's right there. It's just glass that's blocking us at this point. Involving Uzul would be improper because we'd be getting a student who is trying to consider doing this for the rest of their lives. Maybe because their parents won't pay for their education otherwise. Like, it'd be so mean to involve him in something like this and get him caught up. Possibly never being able to, like, have a bright future ahead of him. Like, that's fucked up. To try and seduce, like, that whole plan seemed pretty bad, to be honest. So just implicate ourselves because we're the ones that are trying to find the actual artifact that may or may not be in there too.
Well, I mean, Douchey had a hard time back in high school, and he was bullied by the football team because he took dramatic fan dancing as an elective, and they teased him. And so he has no sympathy for football playing orcs. That's why he wants to implicate Uzul. That's the secret's out now.
wow, that's quite the character motivation there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scans
I think
to me.
that's why, even though he's mostly happy and charming, that's why he doesn't give a shit about Uzul.
Well, I guess my only reservation is we're not like murder hoboing our way around up here yet. Like what if we go into the structure and there's nothing there?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
No, I'm pretty sure. Like
You think a recently unearthed structure laid out by our DM will reveal nothing? Literally nothing? Are you serious, Chris?
Hashtag metagame.
Hashtag meta, yeah, but like
Jesus Christ, Chris.
even if you're not metagaming, this is literally like where this magical destiny quest that we have has been leading us, right? Is to
Yes.
this place with this potential weapon, calling ball.
I
Yep,
mean
that's
that's yeah, I don't disagree with any of that, but it's just like we have no. The DM also has not given us any way in other than like.
Yes, he has.
No.
Yes.
We just chose not. It's like the door is there, and you were like, "Nah, that door looks scary."
If it were a door, that'd be better because we could just sneak in
That door looks pretty scary.
All right.
and
Well,
not have to break shit.
All right, here's my vote is we wait 4 days for more of the window to be uncovered, just because if the ground is so impacted that it doesn't fall into the structure when the window is broken, I don't want Douchey doesn't want to shimmy through broken glass and tear up his shoulders on the way in. That sounds terrible to him. So we can wait 4 days for our animal costumes to be made, and then we can pick those up, and then we can crawl. Then more of the window will be uncovered, inches, but maybe we'll get a different sense of what this thing is, and then we can break it.
We have animal costumes.
That's my vote, but I'll do whatever.
We have animal costumes.
Yes, you and I have animal costumes being made.
Okay.
Yeah.
What animal costume have I chosen?
Didn't you get your ugly dog? You're getting a outfit for your ugly dog.
That I thought. Okay.
We can go get animal costumes made too, like
It's
mascot
clothing for
costumes if you
animals,
want.
not furries.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought some weird shit had happened in the last session. I don't know.
I think weird shit's happening in all our sessions. That's why I like this game.
Mhm.
So you're going to go back to town?
That was my vote, but I'm one vote. We all follow what Durkin says typically, so
It's true. You do.
Wait, how long of a trip was it back to town?
it's
Like
like
a couple hours?
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we'll find a grifter with earthquake magic who will unearth more of the structure for us. I don't know. Just thinking outside the box.
We need a druid with move earth. Is what we need right now.
I have no idea what any of you are saying.
Or a cleric with shaped stone?
Let's go back to the forest by not Portland and convince Mr. Honeysuckle to come with us,
Are you fucking serious?
and then come back. No, I'm not serious.
I can't tell anymore, Chris. I really can't.
I'm super dry.
That's not even the forest by not Portland. That's the forest all the way back by St. Cuthbert's Bay, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And he's lower ranked, so he probably doesn't even have move earth.
You're talking about the guy that can teleport through trees?
I thought that Mr. Honeysuckle was not the main guy.
Okay.
No, I think Mr. Honeysuckle was a supporting character who caught up with you guys afterwards and told you about the Staff of Wish.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right.
I just have so few notes that they must come in handy at some point.
That's okay. He's probably dead now.
What?
He's not in my notes either, which means he's basically dead now.
Yeah, I'm fine with either breaking the window tonight or breaking the window in 4 or 5 days. Because I don't know. Metagame. I don't have a better plan. I don't know what we should do instead. So I'm fine with it.
Okay.
And the plan is to wait 4 to 5 days just to get more of the glass uncovered. Hopefully, Douchey doesn't hurt himself again, right?
Yeah.
Okay. what were they saying about like bringing people in? Like their progress has stopped or slowed considerably, but they were getting more people to come, or no?
I mean, okay. Put yourself in this headspace.
Mm-hmm.
You thought you were going to dig up trinkets.
Mm-hmm.
People you have are qualified to dig up trinkets. Then you uncovered what might be the most massive and significant archaeological find of the last several decades. Your plan kind of necessarily has to change, and they're in the middle of doing the work of changing that plan. So, like, yes, they are getting more people, but also they don't have the right people, and so they're trying to source the right experts. Like, they may have a glass expert right away, but like maybe they don't have an expert in ancient architecture. They're probably looking for somebody who is an expert in ancient religious iconography, which is probably not something they were expecting to need on site. You figure if you pick up anything that looks like religious item, you ship it back to university and let the people at university do that stuff. Right?
Those
Like,
guys are going to be real fucking sad
on
in about 4 to 5 days time.
And so, like, everything is very much in flux. What went from being a very low profile, very average, standard dig has gone to being like they haven't even figured out how to get security set up for this dig.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like,
Which sounds like a perfect opportunity for us to sneak in now. But we shall see.
So here's the biggest thing. What happens if we get caught? Because I feel like we are capable enough to get the fuck out against these people. They don't seem particularly strong.
Mm-hmm.
It might be.
yeah, you're talking about a little dig outside of a relatively small town, outside of what is essentially a third world country.
Yes. I'm saying I don't know if these are morally okay with it, but, breaking the window, going in, and just, if we get caught, leaving the fuck out. Who's going to stop us?
But you won't hook up with the football player, but you will kill a camp full of fucking people.
If they attack, yes. I'm not going to, actively go try to seduce someone, but if, I can't even think of a counter seducing thing. It's not a thing.
It's the Batman example of I'm not going to kill you, but I sure don't have to fucking save you.
Well, no, I have no problem
Right.
killing them, but it's if they attack me, then there's a huge
there's a difference between active participation and reaction.
yeah.
I have full confidence that if our plan is let's just walk into the dig site, kill everybody, break the window, and go in, that would work.
Well,
that's not my objection. It's not that I don't think we'd be able to do it.
okay, but I
It
think
would totally work.
we'd be skilled enough to leave without having to kill them is also what I mean. Do you know what I mean? I don't think they're gonna, unless they really up their security that quickly, they're gonna stop us and be like, what? We walk.
Yeah.
This is, again, from a logical perspective, without having to morally kill anybody. I'm offering potential options here. If it's for the sake of knowledge and you feel bad, okay, I understand that one, and I don't know how you can get that by breaking this window.
Let's say, for the sake of argument, that we break the window, we go in, and we find this sword, right?
Yeah.
Then what are we doing with the sword? We're gonna take it, and then peace out, and then try to find the other two things.
Yes.
Is that what we're doing?
Kind of.
Yes.
I was under the impression that not under the impression, but my character has the idea that we could have Douchey carry the sword and be try to raise him up as a hero of the people or something. I don't really know. That seems like something that I would try to do to get support of the people, moral, I don't know, raising armies.
Winning hearts and minds.
Not for evil necessarily, just if we need armies. But that's the long term. I don't know what you guys I don't know what your characters want to do once we find the sword.
Sell it on eBay.
This is the weirdest D&D.
Sell it on eBay.
Yeah, it's weird for me because it's us not doing the obvious thing. It's bizarre for me.
The obvious thing is just to gather the weapons, right?
Yeah, yeah. I was still about the stained glass. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on that one.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm.
Well, I thought there was going to be like some sort of entrance that we'd be, and we could sneak in at night and then sneak out. Which,
But yeah, since it's a break and enter situation, yeah, it's either we do it or we wait, and then we probably still have to do it. But like I was just trying to use my character's logic.
Okay, fine. I'd be cool if we just went back to town then to continue the progression of this specific dig site. I understand that you want to like talk about like overarching, like what are we doing, like huge story wise with like we collect all 3 items and then what do we do with them? I guess.
yeah, my intention was not to get into that. Just like. Do we have an immediate goal here, which is just to get the sword? Okay.
Well, let's go into town and maybe gather information. I'd be interested to see if there are any people in town that are interested in the dig site, but yet aren't involved in the dig site and would like to be involved in the dig site. I don't know. Just
Okay, if we are breaking this, I will agree with Alan Burke in the sense that I'd rather us just break it tonight. If
Okay.
that's kind of the, I mean, if it's to protect like you from being able to fit in or something, I'm fine with waiting. But like if it's because we don't want to break it or we want to incriminate someone to break it or we're waiting for another possibility, I feel like I'd rather just break it tonight if that's the reasoning for it.
I agree, and also the longer we wait, the more they may add some more security now that they know, what they're dealing with. So we probably should just go ahead and do this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if that's metagame, if that's what you guys have decided, you can't tell Douchey that that's what you're planning to do tonight. It's like, hey, we're just going to look at the thing at night, but he doesn't know that you're going to break it because otherwise he's going to be sad.
He does seem like a troublemaker, or like he's very concerned about being a troublemaker.
Mm-hmm.
Spectral hand's invisible, right?
Yes, but I don't think it gets an attack roll to actually break the window.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Okay. I'm down for heading there. I'm gonna look up some of my spells again. But
You're down with heading back to the dig site at night?
yeah, I mean, I am. I don't know if you guys are still down for that.
Yes, I am. So can we is everyone having dinner at this point? Do we do dinner and then like we
A movie.
pretend to we just like hang, like we tell everyone that we're gonna be hanging out in our own tent, in our own like encampment, and then after that, while everyone falls asleep, we just go into the dig site again at night. Is that okay?
Yeah, I don't remember where we were staying. Did we have like a hotel in town or something?
We do,
Yeah,
but
It's a hotel in town that is very expensive, and you complained about it a lot.
yeah. How many silvers was it? How many coppers was it?
Wait, this isn't the one I stole all the towels from. I thought that was way far back.
That was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
It seems you have a pattern.
Yeah.
This is the one you stole all the oil from.
Thought that was the same one.
It's
I
two.
stole-
It's 2 gold per double room.
Yep.
Yeah, look at you. Look at you. Being like 2 gold? Are you serious?
Right. I don't know anymore.
I
Yeah,
believe
I don't know why. Okay, so then I don't understand why we need to tell people like, "Hey, we're gonna be hanging out in our own tent." Like, why don't we just leave the hotel? Who knows we're here? What's the difference?
there's no hotel where we're at. This is just a bunch of tents at the dig site. We'd have to go back a couple hours to Orzon to then go into the hotel. But then if the plan is to go at night to then break in again,
Oh, there's not like a town. Okay, I guess I wasn't here. There's not like a town nearby the dig site where we're staying.
no, there's just like it's
No,
just
the nearest town is Orzon.
yeah, there's just like the only thing you can get nearby is like the cold weather outfit, I think.
The cold weather outfit.
Does Orzon also?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I thought like this dig site was near Erdun. Isn't that a city or town or something?
Yeah, Urdun is correct. Sorry. Yeah, you wouldn't have to go all the way back to Orzon.
Oh, okay, okay.
Orzon was the capital city of Deidre. That's where you met Shatina.
Oh, my bad.
Right. Like I didn't think we'd have to go all the way back through the forest and like cross the river and like all that. Right. We could just. So is it a couple of hours back to just the main town? To Erdun?
Yeah, 2 hours back to Urdun. It'd be several days back to Orzon.
Okay.
Sorry, my city's messed up.
I don't think we have to tell people anything. We just, I don't know. We can set up like a little camp, out of their eyesight, and then just from there sneak into camp later tonight. I don't think we have to tell them. We don't have to tell them where we're going to be. Oh,
It's gonna be hard to get on people's eyesight because you're out on the tundra.
Yeah. Let's see.
So
Right.
people have plenty of
You're right.
visibility. Like you can see Urdun in the distance. Like you'd really have to make some motion to get into a place where nobody could see you. So you might as well just go back to Urdun.
Okay. Fine. We'll go back to
It's not like you have to do it for 2 hours in real time.
No, I
You just-
understand.
We go back to Urdun and I go, "You did it!" Yeah.
Okay, that sounds fine. We can go back to Urdun, please.
Great.
Yeah.
You did it.
Cool. That was
Congratulations.
great. It felt
On
great.
your return to Urdun. It is like I'm trying to think. It's like late summer-ish, probably closing in on early fall. It's still pretty cold out. I think you still have a ways to go until the sun goes down. If you're trying to do this under cover of darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Alaska rules.
Do we want to disguise
You
ourselves?
got me thinking about the Alaska rules.
Yeah.
Do we want to disguise ourselves, like as miners? Like we saw what they were wearing, right? Is it hard to
Yeah,
reproduce?
everyone was just sort of wearing anything.
Yeah.
Okay, no specific type of outfit or anything, right? They were.
No. They don't even have
Okay.
uniforms or anything. They're just like working
Yeah,
at
there are no
base
uniforms. You guys didn't notice any kind of badges.
All right, never mind.
Badges, you don't need no stinking badges.
Perhaps we're overthinking it.
Yeah, probably. I think we could just.
We all wear our exterminator's outfits. We cross out exterminator. We write miner. And we each have a shovel.
You cross out Exterminex and write what? Minor X?
Yep.
Yes.
So.
I
To be fair, Exterminex
Whatever.
might not have brand recognition up here. You assume they would, but like because they're a large multinational, but, like you never know.
I would like to just wait till nightfall and then just try to stealthily make our way back to the campsite, or dig site rather, and try to sneak in.
All right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's what we
Cool.
What what lie are you telling Douchey to say that you're what you're doing?
We're gonna investigate, try to get in, see what we can find.
Okay. We're just gonna look at it at night. Nothing's gonna get broken. Everything's good.
Well, we didn't mention anything about anything being broken.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't want to go in through that window. We got to find another way in.
Okay.
Okay, well, I guess he did.
I mean, yeah. So you've sold Douchey on some lie. You're gonna bum around town.
I guess so, yeah. Does anyone want to buy anything? Like torches or
Yeah, this would be the time to stock up on things you might need to go into
a cavern?
a large underground complex.
Correct.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically speaking.
I've got a everburning torch. Don't forget that. So we should be good on torches.
You have what?
Burning torch.
You have an ever-burning torch?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I've had that for a while.
Wait, did we not know that?
No, I tried to mention it each time, and I think we had torches in stock that we just had before we had the ever burning torch.
God, that sounds like such an Unatra thing to do. It's like I have an ever-burning torch, but I don't have the power to. I don't have the energy to let you know that I have it.
I literally let you guys know last time. All three of you.
No, we've been doing flint that Durkins had
And
to light the fucking logs of wood.
To make fire tonight, yeah, because the ever-burning torch doesn't actually produce any heat.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
that's,
was-
oh,
So
okay.
you can't use it to start fires. It only casts light.
I hate this thing.
You hate this
Uh,
useless torch. Infinite.
Paul, sound like you're-
May I gather information in town? I want to see if anyone knows of someone or someone who has a scroll or the power to move Earth.
yeah, go ahead.
Sure. Hot 19 again. 19.
Wow.
It's a 19
Um,
day.
It is. It's a very 19 day. So you learn that there is like they're trying to source somebody for the dig, right? Because they're like, oh, that'd be great. But as it turns out, it's a 6th level spell, which means you would be level 11 to cast it. So there's basically, there's a couple hundred people on the entire planet who can cast that spell.
Gotcha.
And they're having
And
a lot of trouble.
Durkin is one of them.
Yeah, someday. It is a spell you can learn.
5 years from now,
Just
when
sort
we're
of-
still playing this campaign, I will be level 11.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the story. That's why there's nobody moving Earth around here right now. They're
That's too bad.
struggling.
I
It's not something you normally do for a dig. Because normally for a dig you go like a layer at a time. Now they're trying to figure out if it's worth it to just ignore any minor artifacts that would be around the outside of that place.
Cool. Can I go ahead and I go to the store? I'm like, hey guys, I just got to go buy some stuff. Yeah, some things I've been missing. Rope, silk. It doesn't give you the length of it. So what do we do for that?
The length, I believe, is in the description.
It says rope silk. This rope has 4 hit points and can be burst with a DC 24 strength check. It is so supple that it provides a +2 circumstance bonus on used rope checks. But that's it.
Ooh. I want to do another search check gather information on if there's anyone in town who is crazy and has been searching for this orc sword all of their life.
This feels like you cast magic missile to
Natural
attack with
20.
darkness. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it feels very specific, but let's see what happens. This time I got it's a 9-day apparently. It's 19, but now I got a 9.
So
You uncover no information about anybody with that description.
Okay.
So this hypothetical large underground structure, I was trying to ask.
Quick, I want to answer Hector's question.
yeah, about the rope.
In table 7-8 on page 128, it says it's 50 feet
Oh
for a
shit! All right, my bad.
or 50 feet for 10 gold for the silk rope.
Okay.
But you can buy an arbitrary length and basically prorate that cost to whatever the length is that you're looking for.
All right.
It's not like it only comes in 50-foot lengths.
That's right. Like I want to cut for 100, and I'd just be 20 gold instead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll look into
Sorry,
it.
go ahead, Chris.
Yeah. So this I was trying to get a sense earlier if there was any way for us to know this, like how large this structure that we were seeing might be. Is it a stained glass window because it's a cathedral, or does it give the impression that it's some sort of large underground dungeon type, structure?
When Alan Burke looked through, he could see that you were looking into a large open space, but he couldn't see. Get my map out and check the length. Dark vision 60 foot.
Yes.
So you couldn't see the opposite wall or the left or right walls, but he could see the floor directly underneath him, which had like some stone benches. It looked like arranged like straight. So on the right they're straight, and then they pass in front of the window and start curving up as they go to the left of the window.
I mean,
until they're going almost vertically, and mind you, these aren't they're not carved in a semicircular or in like a quarter circle. What they are is like straight benches that have been aligned to sort of look like they're going in that motion.
A metagame, this is a cathedral, and there is a trapdoor which leads into a large underground dungeon, which is where the sword is.
Wait, how do you know that?
I don't know. How do you know that the DM put this thing here in order to... How do you know that there's anything in this structure and that the DM just didn't put it here to fuck with us?
How do you know that there's literally a trap door in this building we've never been into before?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
He said he was metagaming.
No, I'm also metagaming. How the fuck do you know that?
Because
man.
I think it's a cathedral of some sort of religious building, and that it has some sort of... We're going to push over the altar, and there's going to be a set of stairs, and we go down, and it's like, what? Some crazy network of tunnels that goes for days.
It leads to nothing. That gets no reward. Got it.
I didn't say that.
All right. I'm going to buy 100 feet of hemp rope, please. So that's 2 gold. I'm going to go ahead and do that at the store.
I'm trying to find the table.
It's called hempen? Is that different from hemp?
No, it's the same.
It's the same difference? All right.
Hemp is the thing it is made out of. Hempen is like silken. It's like made from hemp.
Got it.
Is there anything like miner's tools or something like that in case we have to dig through something?
There's literally a miner's pick that you can purchase. There's pitons that you could hammer into, say, a sheer stone wall to help somebody climb. There's
let's see if I have any. Yeah, I have 5 pitons.
Patan?
Piton if you're Googling it. There's like a little hammer you could get to hammer those pitons in.
I will buy hammer and batons.
Yeah, I have a hammer.
Yep, buy whatever you like, put it in your character sheet.
Hey, there's the famous 10-foot pole.
Yep. There's a reason that exists. You could also buy a 10-foot ladder. You know.
A grappling hook is only 1 gold. Is this like a Batman grappling hook? What is this?
It's literally a metal hook.
Uh,
It's like it's a treble hook, so it's like 3 hooks together, each 120 degrees apart from each other. And it doesn't come with rope. You have to buy your own rope, but basically you tie a rope to it and throw it.
buying that.
Buy an empty bucket. I like that they like let you know that the bucket is empty. The backpack is empty when you purchase them. Like you could get a sledge.
I guess if you go to like a thrift store in the game, then you might get like backpack with 1 stick of gum inside.
Sure, yeah.
Apparently, I'm logged out.
Yeah, I just noticed that too. I get
Super cool.
yeah.
Yes,
Or
I would
like,
to remote.
My friend David, who bought a pair of cargo shorts that came with dried diarrhea on the inside.
Ugh,
That's nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Should
Do you
we
want to know
buy-
how he discovered it? Because
No.
that's the worst part.
I don't.
Oh,
You don't?
I now have to know. Take off your headphones, Hector.
He was doing a sketch, and he didn't own a pair of cargo shorts, but he needed some, and so he bought them from the store. Immediately, put them on after buying them, and then started doing the sketch and wanted to know, like, what is that? Something smell like shit. And it was like his body heat from wearing it, like, reactivated the smell and
Oh.
covered it on the inside. Yeah.
Cool. That story's over. Let me signal Hector that he's clear. You made the right choice, Hector. I just want you to know that.
I figured it's a Paul story, so I don't want to hear it.
Oh, good.
You could buy a sun rod. You could buy a tinder twig. You could buy exotic saddles.
I might invest in a smoke stick. I'm trying to remember what that does, but
It's an alchemically treated wooden stick that instantly creates a thick, opaque smoke when ignited. Smoke fills a 10-foot cube and dissipates in 1 round.
Oh,
one
that's
round is
helpful.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. It's as fog cloud, except that a moderate or stronger wind dissipates in 1 round.
wait. What?
It lasts much longer than 1 round. Unless they're
We could
strong winds.
we could fog around the tower so that no one sees us breaking into it.
I was gonna
Yep.
say it'd be more for breaking out, but we could get because the smoke sticks are kind of expensive.
Yeah.
I was planning to use it to get out, so I will buy 1 of those.
There's also tanglefoot bags for making a hasty retreat. You can get a portable ram.
Portable ram.
Oh, like those handheld things that police officers use to break into buildings?
Yes, it's an iron shod wooden beam.
Yeah.
Gives you a +2 circumstance bonus on strength checks to break open a door.
What does circumstance bonus mean?
So they type the bonuses.
Yeah.
So bonuses of the same type don't stack.
Okay.
You get like if you have an item that gives you a +4 enchantment bonus, and then someone casts a spell on you that gives you a +4 enchantment bonus.
Yeah.
You don't get +8, you get +4. The only difference is dodge bonuses and circumstance bonuses.
Okay.
Can we buy some ski masks?
I could make disguise kits, but I don't know if we want to actually disguise anything in particular.
I just want to have masks in case we have to run away and they don't know who we are.
Yeah, let me figure out how to price that.
And also, we're in the tundra. If we're running away, they'll see us from miles.
Yeah,
You're gonna have a while getting away, but also you will be mounted and they will not.
yeah.
So we have to disguise our pets or animals.
Mask for our animals.
Put the masks on the animals.
They'll never know.
Guys, they'll never know. Look, your Chinese crested dog is very identifiable.
Giddy up, Garbanzo. They'll never know it's us.
Okay, so there's nothing listed as a mask. I think a mask would be a part of probably an entertainer's outfit. So I would say a mask would be like 1 to 5 silver, depending on the quality.
I mean, that seems right that I can't find like real legit ski masks and I just buy like carnival masks.
Yeah, I mean that's fine too, right? Like,
Okay. Yeah, I guess I buy a shitty one and it's only 1 silver.
okay.
You're gonna be the only one that buys this. I'm pretty sure.
That's fine.
Okay.
Well, we can't take our mounts into the structure. We're gonna have to either leave them in. We're gonna have to either leave them in town, or we're gonna have to tie them up someplace outside of the camp, preferably not too close.
Right.
So I think we should just leave them in town. Try to board them.
How long does it take to walk out there? Well, not well.
Oh, I assumed that you guys had left your mounts in like in whatever stabling you had left them in with the hotel.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So-
it's 2 hours by foot. It's like 1 hour mounted.
Sounds about right.
Okay.
So I don't need a mask for my dog. Guys
But you
are-
buy one anyways.
So are you,
No, I do not.
are you paying for a second night at the hotel? Because I feel like you guys only paid for one.
We only paid for one. Sure. How much is it?
Like you said, it's 2 gold for a double room for another night at the hotel.
I thought that
So-
was sorry. I thought that was Orzon pricing. Is that not right? I didn't realize we were in another
that
town.
that was here in Erdune.
Shit. All right.
This is like a new hotel that just got built.
That's right. Okay.
So is that 1 gold apiece?
Here in Erdune.
Is that 1 gold apiece?
Yeah, it would be 1 gold apiece. But you could also just pay for stabling for 5 silver per animal.
Yeah, we're not staying here, so
Sure, let's do that at least for now.
So what does that put us for?
how much silver is that? You said?
It's 5
5.
per animal per night.
And it's 100 silver for gold. Is that correct?
10
It's 10. Got it.
silver to a gold, 10 copper to a silver, 10 gold to a platinum.
Got it. Sorry about that. I always forget the currency exchange. The There's just half a gold from all of us, probably. That's the case.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Stabling up the animals. Doing this. We're doing a heist.
It's heisting time.
It's heisting time.
All right.
I will grab a Tanglefoot bag actually.
Sounds good. Last chance to buy things. Speak now or forever hold the peace.
All right. Let me double check. Let me double check.
You said I can just buy anything on the regular equipment table and just mark it off on my character sheet. I don't need to get your okay on it.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. But Everything in Chapter 7 is available to you guys. There's a decent armor around if you want to buy a new weapon.
Does anyone have the hammer?
I have a hammer.
You have the
I
hammer.
got
You have the hook, right?
I have a hammer. I have the grappling hook. I have 5 pitons. I have a miner's pick,
Okay.
and I have 50 feet of hempen rope.
Okay, and I bought rope as well. And so you really have everything. So let's do it. And Douchey doesn't know. Douchey doesn't know. Douchey doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the song.
Yep.
All right, so you head back out under cover of darkness.
Mhm.
I presume you leave slightly before it would be dark, like as the sun is starting to set, so that by the time you get there, it will be pretty dark.
Correct.
The moon is out well enough to move. But it is dark enough that you guys presume that you will be not seen. You get to the dig site, and it's very quiet.
Okay. Should we be rolling first? Like, can we tell if people are intense, like talking, or is it just like super quiet?
Everybody seems to have gone to bed. It is like very, very quiet.
Got it. All right. Do we roll to be sneaky to get to the dig site?
Yeah, you could roll a move silently.
Yeah, I'll do that. I mean, everyone has to do that, I guess, right? Since we're not moving.
Yeah, if you're concerned about being overheard, then I would roll a move silently.
Is everyone okay with that?
Yep,
All right.
let's do it.
High torches, right?
All right, Paul. I'm looking for that 19 again.
Ooh, that's not terrible.
Is move silently a dexterity thing?
It's a dexterity thing.
Dex based.
Yep.
I have a total of 4.
Oh man, this is definitely one of those like.
Is this one of those things where you take the average of the group?
No, generally, it's much worse than that. I decide how loud each person is being, so essentially the worst of the group.
Yep. So I have 23.
Nice.
I have 18.
Fucking 4.
I got 15. I don't, but
Cool.
I also don't know why we're moving silently.
Because we're trying to break into a dig site.
No, but Douchey doesn't know why we're moving silently.
No, but you knew we were trying to sneak into the camp.
Yeah.
We just told you we weren't going to
Okay.
break anything or mess with anything. We're just investigating.
Correct.
Okay, yeah. This is fun, guys.
Wait, what'd you roll again, Douchey?
15.
Okay.
Yeah, so the three of you are being pretty sneaky, and in my head, basically, Unatra is just sort of like clomping along behind you, making like only the most token efforts to be quiet.
Dude, I can't even see, okay? Everyone else,
Yeah, exactly.
like, everyone's just like, oh, guys, let's go sneakily. And I'm like tripping over shit.
Yeah, so you get to the ladder, and like the three of you go down quite quietly first, and Unatra goes down and like gets a splinter on the wooden ladder on the way down, and like goes, "Oh shit!"
Of course. Did we just whisper? It's like, can
you are not hurt.
Can you?
You don't,
You-
or you don't. You can't tell if anyone's watching you. Nobody seems to be watching you at this point.
It's like, Unatra, can you at least pretend to be quiet?
Yeah, I'm fucking trying.
Okay.
You don't sustain any serious long-term damage from the splinter. It hurt at the time.
It hurt me emotionally. Got it.
Sure.
Now you're being poisoned.
So you're now at the bottom of the dig, and you make your way over to the window, over the stained glass window. Presumably, like the three of you, presumably Alan Verk, Unatra, and Durkin head over the window, and Douchey's kind of like looking anywhere but the window. Like that's what scans for me.
What were you guys thinking? Like, did you Is there something else you think you can learn at night that we can't learn during the day?
Well, we were thinking we would light up through the stained glass window to be able to see better.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Why don't you go check around the other side and see if you can find us another way in?
I'll
Okay.
go with you.
I'll do a search check
Yes.
for that.
I'll go with you.
Oh my god.
Ooh, another 19 for that search check.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't know.
Find
Is
it.
mine weighted? Is there something on my 19? Or I guess it would be something
Yeah, it'd be on your
my
two.
2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
that's weird.
Like a little bit of glue, it's just slightly sticky.
Yeah. Do I
yeah,
see anything at night on the other side?
You search high and low, and like you climb back up out of the hole to like try and like get the best view you can get in various places, and it takes you a minute, but like after a while, you become increasingly convinced that there's no way into this building.
Okay, I don't like discover a chimney that's been there this whole time.
No.
I would love to Santa my way into this place.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe while he's doing that, I wrap my cloth in fist and just punch the window.
Wait, do you do it silently or no?
Roll attack.
Yeah. Plus my strength, or
Yeah, it's D20 plus your base attack bonus plus your strength.
Wait,
It's
and
an
you,
unarmed.
and you also have a hammer, and you decide to just wrap cloth around your fist and punch.
yeah, I'm not wasting a spell on this shit.
You have a hammer.
Oh yeah. Durkin's not very smart. It's fine.
Durkin's basically like he was like half a thought away from wrapping his hand in his own toupee to do it. Since we decided.
All right. So base attack plus strength. Okay. That is a total of 9.
You hit, deal your small size, and so roll 1d4 for your damage and add your strength modifier.
2.
Is that with your strength modifier?
My strength modifier is 0.
Cool. So you managed to punch a hole through this stained glass window. You don't shatter out the whole window, but like I don't know how familiar everyone in this chat is with stained glass. I feel like I'm probably in the middle, but it's like held together with those like lead structures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you managed to knock out like 2 or 3 different panes around the size of your fist,
Mm-hmm.
but the leaden structure is more or less intact.
All right.
But like you've got enough leverage now, like if you wanted to get something out and sort of like wiggle around, you're sure that you could open up that hole a little bit larger.
Before Douchey gets back, I punch again.
All right, roll another d20.
Total of 7.
Okay, roll damage.
1.
Cool. You like managed to widen the fist size hole to be almost 2 fist size holes,
Ooh.
or a single hole almost the size of 2 fists.
All right. In the time it takes Douchey and Unacha to get back, I'm just kind of inspecting and seeing how I think I could pry everything out.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think it would be particularly difficult?
All right, Douchey, you're not gonna believe this. A fucking like owl just flew up in here and broke through this window.
Where did it go? The owl.
Into this thing. It's
Is the
somewhere
owl-
in there.
The owl flew inside?
Yes.
Do you think it's working for the old gods?
Maybe. I don't know. I've never seen an owl fly into a window before, so that's as good of an explanation as any.
I hope it broke its neck for desecrating this temple.
Hmm.
I mean, now it occurs to me, certainly we didn't come here for this purpose, but an opportunity has presented itself for us to kind of maybe gather a little bit more information. Because the window's broken, we could probably get through now.
Well, it's a really small hole. Can you shrink us down?
Can I?
Check.
Didn't we have a scroll of like reduced person or some shit?
I don't know. You guys have to keep track of your own.
I can't
inventory.
remember if we used it.
I don't remember using any scroll.
I swear we had it, but I don't have it on my sheet, so I
We
guess
do have an arcane scroll.
I think it was a reduced person, but that would only help one of us. So, I think we can make the hole a little bit bigger, and I'd start trying to pry the leaden support structure pieces out of the window.
It is another one.
What are you doing, Durkin? Like, you're gonna have to convince me that this is that this is something that they would want.
It comes apart pretty easy, by the way.
That who would want? Oh,
Like, do they want us to be doing this? Like, what?
I mean,
Are you
I
trying
don't
to save
think
the owl?
I don't think that they want this owl flying around in there and potentially ruining more priceless ancient artifacts. I think they're not going to be here in time to get the owl. We're just going to have to get in there and take care of it.
All right, you're probably right. And then so I'm just gonna punch. I'm gonna punch the glass too.
That's
It's funny because someone literally has a hammer to do this. We all just
Well, I'm leading.
I
Going by
don't
example.
remember that I have it.
you
All right.
have everything. You literally have everything for this. Actually,
Do you remind me
All right.
that I have a hammer?
Yeah,
Hold
I'm
on.
like, why you keep punching if you have a
I'm trying to
hammer?
resolve Doochie's roll here real quick, guys.
All right.
All right, so I got a 14 for that roll.
Cool, you definitely hit. You're larger, so you get a 1d6 for your damage die.
And I also have what, plus something to unarmed attack? I have like +2 to unarmed attack.
That sounds right.
And I rolled a 6, so I hit it with a heavy 8.
Well, you had a +4 for your strength modifier to damage as well, so yeah, you really bust up that window.
Okay.
Like you hit it like low in the center of what's available, and the whole thing sort of like falls out of the aperture. The window is more or less fine below the surface of the rock, but you managed to clear out enough of it that there's not like sharp glass sticking up.
Oh.
So like as you're struggling through, you could with very little effort clear it so that you don't have to worry about glass cutting you up. That's
Cool.
convenient.
Yeah.
Nice hit.
I saw it as a movie in my head. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's how I figured it too, right? She was like, "Oh, I guess you're right." Immediately acts.
It's turned out well.
Cool. So you can see now with this aperture, you can see that it's about 10 to 15 feet to the floor, and there are some like stone benches below you that might not be super fun to just jump down and land on.
And I say to Durian, hey, if that was a native snowy owl, they make their nests in the ground, and so they're technically burrowing. You could call out and see if that owl is all right.
We can't call out too loud. What if someone hears us?
Oh, you're right. You're probably right. Okay.
Why don't we do that once we get further inside?
I don't know how to
Right.
feel about the fact that like the one thing that has brought Unatra into participating has been lying to Douchey.
Yeah. That's kind of classic her, though.
So you guys are gonna what? Just jump down?
I try to. Is there any place I can hook the grappling hook onto? Like what I want to do is tie the grappling hook to the rope, hook
Mhm.
the grappling hook onto the window, and then descend on the rope down into the chamber.
Yeah, so it's like fairly hard rock. It's like not dirt anymore. It's now like igneous rock at that level. So like, you could probably like lower yourself down with pressure, but there's a pretty solid chance that the hook would slip. So there's nothing that like gives you like total assurance that it won't slip, but try it. Or also, you know, you do have 3 other party members who could just hold the other end of the rope.
Mm-hmm.
Can we see the bottom?
Right.
We can't see the bottom, right?
I thought we could. I thought we could see that there's a floor and
10 to 15 feet down.
how many feet?
4 benches. It's 10 to 15. So
Okay.
probably like 12 to the benches, 2.5, 3 to the floor, something like that.
All right. So I'm gonna secure the grappling hook. I'm gonna climb down first and ask everybody to hold the rope, and then
Okay.
well, no, actually, we should do this the other way around. The heaviest person should go down while the rest of us are holding it, and then like the lightest person should. Let's have Douche. Yeah, Douchey should go down first. We'll hold the rope for him,
Mhm.
and then I'll go last. And if the rope comes loose, Douchey will catch me.
All right.
Oh, okay, okay. But I'm always convinced by your plan, so I'm like, that sounds right.
Cool.
Metagame, if somebody has a better plan, just go for it. I
I
don't.
just need a climb check for Douchey.
Oh, yeah.
A climb check. And come on, 19. 15. Not bad.
Well, as it turns out, you have a +4 to climb, so
19.
Oh, perfect.
yeah. So Douchey climbs down without incident. With your dark vision, as you're climbing down across this this stained glass window, you see that it is itself about 5 feet tall. And so you've broken out like the top 2 feet of it, and you see like that it's a depiction of Grummish destroying a building. But you make it to the ground and you're fine.
Is Grummish a good god?
No, not particularly.
I mean,
He's
I think
like-
that depends on how you feel about orcs.
To the orcs,
Buildings.
is he? He's like the chief god of the orcs.
Yeah, he's
right?
like the patron god of the orcs. Yes.
Okay.
I have him listed as chaotic evil here. I
Yeah.
think that's what you said.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, alignment is a system that is more or less. So rather than evil being considered like Star Wars light side, dark side, I usually think of it more as self-interest versus public interest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Chaotic self-interest.
Yeah.
All right. I think who's heavier, Unatra or Alan Burke?
I'm
I-
medium.
I think we're both medium.
Wow. So is Sushi, but medium encompasses a pretty wide range.
I'm pretty sure I'm heavier than Unatra.
Huge.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
taller, but you're probably more.
I'm
That
bit-
stocky dwarf build.
Yeah, a stocky dwarf build.
All right. So Alan Burke goes next.
Okay. Roll climb check. Cool. Let's do this. Sorry, I gotta look up.
I just shrank.
11 total.
You make it down, okay?
Ooh. Ooh. You know me and climbing shit. Ooh. And so I'm just, I'm like, the curse is broken.
Total of 6.
Unatra slips on her way down.
Of course she does.
What do we have to do to catch her?
You can make a reflex save.
Okay, reflex save. So that is our total under reflex saving throws, right?
Yeah.
And do we roll a d20 as well?
D20 plus that, yeah.
23 for me. It's a 14 plus 9.
Damn.
Nice. So you manage to get underneath Unatra, and it's not like the most graceful catch ever, but you manage to break her fall enough so that she doesn't take any damage.
Awesome.
And neither.
Thank you.
We're even.
All right.
Okay.
Do I think, based on how I've hooked the grappling hook in, if I climb down the rope, will I be able to unhook the grappling hook when I'm at the bottom and retrieve it?
Yeah, almost certainly.
Okay.
It's in a pretty precarious position right now.
Okay.
The only reason it hasn't like fallen off is because of the three of you up there sort of putting back pressure on it to make sure it doesn't slip down this rock.
All right. Do I think that it's even worth trying to climb down the rope, or is it just going to come off right immediately once I put some weight on it?
You think that there's a 50% chance that you knock it off while you're trying to climb through the window, and then probably like a 75% chance that it falls sometime during your climb.
Okay. I'm going to call down to Douchey and just say, all right, I'm going to need you to catch me.
All right.
And I am going to get up as best I can and try to jump through the open window
What the fuck?
You're jumping.
and try to land in Douchey's arms.
Oh my god.
Douchey, will you make a reflex save?
You're doing this so that you don't climb down and drop the rope, right?
Well, I'm probably going to fall off of the rope anyway.
So
Because there's a 75% chance the rope's going to come loose.
how are we going to get back out?
I'm going to
Well,
I'm going to be able to pull the rope, the grappling hook with the rope off and retrieve it, and then we'll have to either find another way out of here, or I'll have to throw the hook up and try to secure it to climb out again.
Mm-hmm. Can I get a reflex save out of you, Paul?
I got a solid 9.
So
For those keeping track, I've rolled 9 3 times and 19 3 times. So.
Yep.
Oh, well. It was a good run.
Yeah, it's magic. So because Durkin is aiming for you, the DC is much lower. So you don't manage to catch him so much as he just sort of like bounces off your chest. But it's enough to break his fall, so he doesn't hurt himself.
What?
The reason I don't catch him is I'm looking around the room and I'm like, I don't think there's an owl in here at all.
Boom!
That's pretty good.
Prestidigitation can't create sound, can it? I don't think it can.
No, I think you need. I think there's a specific spell for ghost
Oh, I do have ghost sound.
or ghost sound or minor illusion. I can't remember what they're called.
Hold on. I got to read this.
Oh, it's a
All right.
trick.
All right.
Convenient.
I cast. I pull down the rope with the grappling hook,
Okay.
and I, put them both back on my person.
Yep.
And then I am going to cast. While I'm going to try to wait until Douchey is not looking directly at me, and then I'm going to cast Ghost Sound and make the sound of a hooting owl receding into the distance.
Yeah, so just to be clear, Ghost Sound has a verbal, somatic, and material component. So you have to say something, do something, and pull a bit of wool or a small lump of wax out of the material component belt. So you're going to have to roll what is the name of the skill to lie?
Could it be bluff?
Bluff, that's the one. Yeah, you're going to have to roll a bluff check. Which, like, I know you have a really high one, as I recall.
Yes. Okay, I have +10 to bluff.
Yeah, wild. That's
Okay.
bonkers.
Oh my god, I rolled a 1. It's still an 11. It's an 11.
Yeah, so you cast the spell. You don't do a particularly good job of hiding it. Unatra and Alanverk definitely notice because you're not trying to hide it from them.
Right.
But I think it's sort of up to Paul whether Douchey wants to roll a sense motive to see if he or I guess it would be a spot to see if he notices.
Douchey wants to believe.
Okay, that scans. So yeah, you cast Ghost Sound. What is the sound?
It's the sound of a hooting owl just sort of receding into the distance.
So like, ooh, ooh.
Like which direction distance? Like just generally like
I mean, I don't know what the shape of the chamber is.
That's true. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, directly away from us.
Okay.
Towards the center of the chamber.
All right. You do that. Douchey hears it. Presumably he believes. And I'm going to take this time to say that you guys explore the room that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
So you are indeed in some sort of house of worship. There's an altar in the middle that is got like 2 steps up to it. So like there's a raised platform that from the right side of where you came in sort of thrusts out into the middle of all these benches, which go all the way around it. The room is 80 feet across from where you landed to the opposite wall, and it's 150 feet left to right. So you were 75 feet from either wall. And on top of that sort of raised area, there is a table that is probably some kind of altar. And to your left, there is a large double door. It is it's a large pair of simple wooden doors. So like they're not very ornate. They're not like incredibly nice. They're just sort of simple doors.
Unassuming, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
I would like to walk around the altar and inspect it for markings or some sort of honestly, what I'm looking for, because I guess I've seen too many movies, is some sort of button or lever that is going to move the altar and reveal some sort of secret passage.
You want to make a search check?
Yeah, can I help you with that?
I'm going to studio.
You can each make your own search checks.
Okay.
1 moment.
Big old 2.
2, total of 2.
Jesus Christ.
Well, search is an intelligence-based thing.
Sorry, can I also make a search check? I mean, like,
Yep.
I figure I know what he's doing. So
I also made a search check. I just rolled a natty 20. I guess I'm really looking for that owl.
Nice.
17 from me.
You rolled a 17? What is your search?
No.
What is your search?
17 total. 17 total. Search is 10. I rolled a 7.
Dang.
Whoa.
Yeah, I actually put my stuff into really exciting attributes as well. My bluff is -1, by the way.
Yeah.
Everybody's
So
got to have something.
nobody finds anything of note on the altar. Um,
I pay attention to if there's any particular religious iconography around. I mean, I know there is, but if it means anything.
yeah. So you well, you can't really tell because it's in the dark.
Right.
You have the torch thing, right?
Burning torch. We're underground, so I'm using the ever-burning
All right.
torch.
So with the ever burning torch, you can sort of go up and down. You see that the far wall and the wall that you landed against have each at the top sort of a row of stained glass windows. So there's probably a total of like 10 or 15. Well, it's an even number, so something like 10 or 12 stained glass windows, and they have various historical depictions of Grumish. And one thing you notice is that the wall that you landed on, all of those depictions, if Grumish is holding a weapon, it's a spear.
Mhm.
And on the opposite wall, if Grumish is holding a weapon, it's a sword.
Interesting.
Mm.
Do you do knowledge religion, natural?
Yeah, I'll do knowledge religion to see if any of this makes any sense. But that's not great. 5 plus 3, 8.
Cool. None of that scans for you.
Mm-hmm.
Does there appear to be any other way out of this room other than the set of double doors?
There does not appear to be another way out of this room.
Is there anywhere that it looks like an owl could have flown if one existed?
I mean, I just rolled really high. I didn't find any feathers.
Yep. I mean, there's one of the stained glass windows has the top knocked out of it.
Must have fucking gotten back out. Shit. Well, I mean, we're here anyway.
You're not wrong.
How about we go check out those doors?
Okay.
Yeah, let's open those doors.
So who tries to open the door? Is it Durkin?
I really want to find this owl, so I think I want to open these doors.
Okay.
All right.
Because the owl opened the doors and flew through.
The doors are
and
stuck.
then closed them.
The doors are stuck. They require a strength check to try to push open.
All right, come on.
Wait, I do a listen
19.
check to see if there's anything. I know it's dumb, but I'm doing a listen check anyways. Like, put my ear up against the door.
Mm-hmm.
I get a 16
Guys,
total.
I just rolled my die onto my bed and made like a hole-in-one into the dice container that I brought with me. So that was pretty exciting. Unfortunately, I only rolled an 11, but the act itself was very
Is that
satisfying.
a natural 11? So you add your strength modifier 4 to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So 15
15.
total. So if Allenberg leans up to listen, you hear the hooting of an owl. No, you don't hear it on the other side. But Douchey, like with great effort, manages to push the door open. You can hear the wood scraping along the stone floor the whole way. And on the other side is a smaller room. It's 60 foot by 60 foot. To your left, there's a large pair of stone double doors that have been collapsed inwards, and you can see sort of like the volcanic rock has pushed its way in. On the right, there is another pair of stone doors, and across the way, there are two smaller doors. One is a simple wooden door, and the other one is actually a fairly nice wooden door.
Mm.
And I think this is probably a good time to call us.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Thanks for your time, guys. You made it into the cathedral with the trap door.
Yep.
I will see you guys next week.
All right, that sounds great.
The cathedral with the trap door.
That was something Chris said earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not giving up on that trapdoor.
Okay.
Okay.
2:00 same time next week.
Sounds good. Worked
Same
out
time
for
next
me.
week.
All right, man.
Cool.
Alrighty, y'all.
Yeah.
Take care. I'll see
You
y'all
guys.
later.
Later.
All right, bye.
Bye bye.
Guys.